Astrobot does. You can't do this on a Knack though. Astrobot does. You can't do this on a Knack though. Astrobot
does.
Astrobot
Does.
Astrobot
Does.
Astrobot
Does.
Astrobot does.
Get Joe Montana free, Pat Riley free, Buster Douglas free, Super Monaco GP free, or Collins free. What Nintendo?
This is the video that pins Astrobot against Knack. And why? Because both had a mission. Well, really one of them had a mission, and it was to be the mascot for Sony, but he failed miserably. And then the other one kind of became a mascot out of nowhere, chosen by the people, and it wasn't ever supposed to be. What is up, you guys? Welcome to The Collective. My name is Furman, and in this video we are going to be talking about Astrobot. Astrobot and why it was able to succeed and do so well that it apparently even merited his own game and limited edition controller. But before we talk about this, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content just like this. All right, let's get into it. So let me bring you back all the way back to like 2012, I believe it was, when the PS4 was announced, unveiled, and released, and we finally got a chance to get a hold of it. And one of the launch titles it had was this game called Knack. Now, Knack was essentially supposed to be a game that was kind of like Crash Bandicoot. You know how Crash Bandicoot kind of spearheaded the PS1? It was essentially the mascot to that console. And so, you know, I guess, I don't know what happened. The PS2 and the PS3 didn't really get very many platformers kind of like this. So, you know, they wanted to dip their hands and try this formula again, see if it works. And it did not. It did not. I was one of the few, or many, I guess, because it did end up selling really well for some reason, but I was one of those that did end up buying Knack launch day. And you know, me and my wife, we played through the whole game. We actually beat the game, and I liked it, but I kind of hated it too. I just kind of hated the way it was. It didn't play, like it wasn't as fun as I thought and was hoping it was going to be. It was, you know, there were certain points that ended up being a little bit more difficult than they needed to be. And, you know, the game just wasn't like what I thought it was going to be. So while I did beat it launch day, like it wasn't exactly like a memorable experience. So honestly, I don't even remember the majority of the playthrough and how it was. I don't really remember any feelings or anything about it when it comes to that game. So I had to look up a lot of footage to like see what the game is like and how it plays and remember it, because literally I forgot everything about it. And somehow, I mean, it was just pretty plain and simple to see everyone just kind of hated that game. Like the reviews weren't very well, and you know, like the consensus of like YouTube back then and how people were talking about this game, everyone basically hated it. Now, the only good thing that came out of Knack is Videogamedunkey went crazy on it. Like, this guy references Knack so many times that it is insane. And honestly, every time he mentions it, it's hilarious.
Knack, ladies and gentlemen. Knack. Knack. Ladies and gentlemen, Knack. The player Knack. Oh, no, Knack. No, you didn't say the magic word.
I absolutely love it, and so it always makes me laugh. That is the best part about Knack. The fact that it's a joke.
Emotional damage.
But somehow, some way, apparently Knack got a sequel. And I don't even know how that happened. I honestly have to look up the sales on this thing, because I'm amazed that they even got a second game. And it's just kind of crazy. Like, Sony had high expectation and high hopes for this game, for it doing well, and it just didn't do very well, but somehow it did well enough to merit a second game, you know, merit a sequel. And somehow that happened, and you know, it was ghost town, because I don't remember hearing or seeing anybody talking about this thing. But yeah, that's unfortunate. It is unfortunate that this happened. But if we're being honest, this was probably the lowest point of the PS4, because the PS4 is one of the highest selling consoles of all time. I mean, it just did amazing. It did an excellent job despite a lot of its setbacks, despite the fact that people didn't really like the PS4 Pro. It just overcame somehow and did it. Now, fast forwarding to the PS5 era, or Gen 9, I believe. I think that's what it is. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. The PS5 launched to critical acclaim, and by critical acclaim, I mean that is an absolute joke. Although it is doing pretty good, kind of, sort of, it's just not doing very well. But when the console released, it came with a tech demo. A tech demo that was there to basically show off and showcase what the DualSense controller can do. This thing was free, guys. Astrobot was a free tech demo there to show you what the controller can do, and everyone loved it. Everyone loved little Astrobot's cute little face, and the game was so much fun. It truly did showcase what the PS5 DualSense could do. It showed you, like, it put it to the limit. And it even showed you how bad the battery is, because man, in an hour that battery was just gone. But it achieved what it was trying to achieve, which is to show you what the controller can do, to show you how good it is, to show you how amazing games can be by using the DualSense. And there's so many applications to it. Like, that's why I honestly think that even though DualSense is not the most comfortable controller, it is the most innovative because of the adaptive triggers and because of everything else that it has, the touchpad, all of that good stuff. So it achieved its mission. It went out and set out to do what it did. But people absolutely loved this thing. Like, we loved Astrobot. He was adorable. He was a cute little nobody character. Like, nobody really cared about this thing. Like, it's not something that's super memorable, but for some reason, it just stole the hearts of gamers, and people absolutely love it. Everyone that bought a PS5 got a chance to play this game because it was basically a pack-in. So off of that, absolutely genius marketing. And then on top of that, we all got the reviews, and everyone was raving about this game, about how amazing it was, even though it wasn't even really a game. And now here we are. Astrobot didn't want to be the poster boy for PS5, but somehow he ended up being that. And it's because everybody loves it. Everybody loves his little game. Everyone loved that little tech demo. It was a lot of fun. It was super unique in the way that it played, and it was just a great game. It was just fun, which is kind of crazy to say because it's not even really a game. But here we are. This thing is getting a full-fledged game. And honestly, I think that's the best part about it, and I think that's why it was so successful. It's because Sony didn't even really envision the little Astrobot being the mascot of the PS5. That wasn't even their intentions at all. They just came out with this thing to showcase how the controller works. And honestly, I think that was a huge benefit to it. I think the fact that it wasn't shoved down our throats like Knack was made it all the more lovable, made it more so to where everyone could kind of just relate with this thing, and they just loved it, and it was just a lot of fun. So now here we are, and it's getting an actual game. Like, I still cannot believe that. That is insane. A tech demo is getting a game and a collector's edition controller. And honestly, I can't wait for both. I literally cannot wait for both. This is one of the coolest DualSense controllers I have ever seen, and we know that Xbox absolutely kills it when it comes to their limited edition controllers. They absolutely know how to smash it and how to crush it when it comes to these things, and Sony has been kind of hit or miss. They're kind of okay. The Spider-Man controller was really cool, the God of War one was really cool too, but other than that, there's not really anything. And Xbox is just like, we're just gonna come out with like 1,000 controllers. And by the way, you can customize your own. And you can customize Elite controller too. Just nutty. But yeah, I just thought that was so crazy. I just thought that this is the most insane piece of news that I've ever heard. And honestly, I wanted to talk about it. And this is the part where you guys let me know what you think about it. Do you guys like Astrobot? Are you more of a Knack fan? Do you like Knack more? Did you play Knack 1 and 2? Let me know in the comment section. I'm not gonna lie, I would be shocked if you say you played Knack 2, because that first one was a doozy. I mean, that was hard getting through that one. But yeah, guys, and as always, do not forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my channel for more awesome content just like this. And we will see you guys on the next video. Peace. Knack. Never had that on my bingo card. If you would have told me I would have been talking about Knack in 2024, I would have laughed in your face. But here we are. Wouldn't that be hilarious if there was like a Knack 3?